What is up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So the game animation sample project has some amazing updates in Unreal Engine 5.5. If you haven't already updated the game animation sample project, go back to the Epic Games launcher and inside the fab library just search for game animation sample project and you'll find here a new update for this sample project. If you haven't find a new update, then you just have to remove the local content and download the game animation sample project from the fab again. So after that, you have to just create the game animation sample project for Unreal 5.5. We are going to explore what's new in this version of the game animation sample project, and after that we are going to package this for Android and we are going to install the game animation sample project for Android and we'll see how it works on the Android device. So let's get started. I'm just going to step up on the readme and the readme widget will open up. Let's see the main updates over here. They have added a new experimental setup which combines state machines, choosers, motion matching and the blend stack. If you notice in the previous version in 5.4, they were not using the final state machines, but this time they are combining the FSM, choosers, motion matching and this blend stack. And this time they are using less number of animations, but still the quality is the same and much more smoother. We will compare it side by side. They have a new widget, the game widget for that itself. This time they have also added network multiplayer so that you can have more than one player in this same project. They have added sprinting and crouching for the sandbox character, which is amazing. Now they have expanded the traversal system to support ledge catches. So now we have the ledge grabbing system in this motion matching, which is amazing. For that, we just have to hold the jump button and then it will automatically climb the traversable blocks. So this sample now runs and cooks on mobile, completed with touch UI and asset optimization. Now this thing we are going to test it in this video. We have a new system over here, which is the gameplay camera system, which is a modular system where you can have different modules of camera and you can shift between them smoothly. And this is actually amazing. So we will try this in this sample project itself. So the number of animations are around 300 plus. Before it was more than this. They have added box shape like box, diamond, hourglass and shuffle animations to make it more randomized. Crouch shapes, more run transitions and run stop or the break transitions they have added sprint loops so we can sprint fast and the animations for that, the ledge grabbing animations as well. On the text side they have added a new foot placement node and yeah, we will cover this up in a separate video. In this video let us explore how it is all working and then we will build it for Android. Alright, and also they have some known issues with the mover plugin and all. Alright, so let's look at the controls now. So you will find what's new over here is the left shift. Now we can sprint and with the C key we can crouch, and also the change camera style with the scroll wheel. So this is using the new camera system, the modular system which I was talking about. Other than that, everything else is still the same. So let's try. So we can move now. If I press control, it will switch back to walking, which was still the same. You'll find we have a new section for obstacle course, which is specifically for the ledge grabbing, and also we have this terrain for the IK. Yeah, they haven't mentioned. Now they have added the IK rig for foot IK, which is better and precise. Alright, so let's test the sprinting. If I hold the shift key, you'll find a little animation of it just running, and that actually gives a lot more feeling. If they would also add a camera shake, it will also be nice, but yeah, we can add that of course. So when you stop sprinting, you'll find the transition between sprinting and then running and then just walking. So yeah, that is nice. Let's try it with the controller as well. So I'm just gonna sprint. So this is the camera and this is a sprint. All right, so yeah, it runs really smooth. Let's test the camera systems as well. So if you press the middle mouse key, it will just make it rotate which is fine. And if I use the scroll wheel, it makes this sound. Now it is far, now it is balanced, close. So we have these modules you will find which is there, and it is switching between them smoothly, which is amazing. Alright, let's test the ledge grabbing now. So I'm just gonna hold, and yeah, it has the animation for grabbing, but you need to really hold the space bar for that actually. Alright, so let me run. So yeah, that is how you can grab it. Yeah, if you let go of the spacebar key, it won't grab it. And there you go. And they have also added this high platform over here, which is actually really at the top. So this might be just for you see the falling animation, and you see how the head was rotating. And you will also find it is not crouching in the air, and yeah, all those glitches are not there. And yeah, it is just amazing. Let's open up the content drawer, and you'll find the sandbox character over here. And let's look at the components. You will find that we have the gameplay camera system right over here. Let's open this up. You will find we have a new window over here, the director, rigs, and the shared transitions. So the rigs are, I suppose, the different modules that you can use. So free cam, strafe, offset, aim, for crouching as well. So these are balanced, these are close, these are far modes. So these were the three modes that we were switching from. And I think the switching is controlled with the help of the shared transitions. So yeah, I am also new to this system. I will be exploring more. You will see the blend time and all. So yeah, this will be really helpful for different camera transitions. And yep, also we have this pre-CMC tick, which is a tick node they are using for the character movement component. And also they have added the networking. So let us also test the networking. Alright, so let's head back over here to test the networking. I would say you can duplicate the player start, just rotate it somewhat like this. Alright, and go back to the player settings. Over here, set the number of players to 2. The net mode, I'm gonna play as client. I'm gonna hit play. You'll see two window will open up. So one right here and one right over there. On the left hand side, the larger window, you will find all the animations being replicated over there, and all the systems being replicated as well, which is amazing. And what if I try to change a character? Okay, it actually just spawns a character over there. I don't think it has been controlled, but yeah, I think we can fix that as well. So yeah, but other than that, you will find everything is just working amazingly. You know, sprinting you can find over there. So yeah, the replication does work. I will surely create a video on how you can host a server, and you know, using advanced Steam sessions using hosting server, and maybe we can create some multiplayer game animation sample project, and maybe we can run that on Android as well. Also, let's check the setup comparison over here between the previous system and the current system. So the previous system being over 800 animation previously, and the current system with less than 400 animations. So yeah, few animation, but you can see the quality is still the same. You will not find a major difference between them. I don't know if both of them should do the ledge grab. Yep. So yeah, they have replicated the system, and just amazing, both of them. The new system using finite state machine as well. And yeah, I do not find any difference between both of them. I've also went and added my Wukong character. I have ported it in this project. I haven't ported all the systems yet, but yeah, the main movement and the attack I have added. in this project. There are few glitches which I will be fixing. You can see while sprinting. Now currently I'm using the sprinting of the motion matching, this game animation sample project. The previous sprinting which I was using was the Paragon Wukong's animation, where the character puts the staff at the back and runs. So yeah, I will set this up for 5.5 as well, but yeah, this also works just fine. You know, we still have our Nimbus cloud flying, and we still have the crouch, we have the after image as well. So yeah, I'm actually interested to port this on Android, and let's test this. Okay, so let's check the project settings for this. If you haven't already, you can watch my previous tutorial to how to set up the Android for the Unreal 5.5. Okay, so now I'm just gonna head back over here. I'm just gonna put game animation sample project Android. Alright, and just going to Android over here, and this also we can set epicSync.gasp Android. It's gonna scroll down. This is 26, this is 33, and yeah, this is done. The SDK has been set up. Now you just have to build the APK for this. So refresh. Yeah, let me also check the target hardware over here. It has set to scalable. All right, this has been set over here. So the list of map to build, let's add that up. So the game animation sample project, the levels, this is the level that we want to package. All right, I think that is it. So in the maps and mode, it has been set. Yep. Okay, now you just have to do refresh first, go to Android, ASTC, shipping build, package, and this time I'm just going to create a new folder, GASP Android, and let's see it build. I'm just going to clear the logs so that it will create new logs for this, and yeah. While it was building, I actually encountered a packaging failed error, and it was caused because of this binding asset, which is of the Groom binding asset for the metahumans it's actually used for. So you'll find it has failed because it has missing cooked platform data. Our platform is on Android, so maybe the binding asset doesn't work on Android. So let's check it out. So just search for binding asset, so the Groom binding asset. So these three are the Groom binding asset. Right click and go to the reference viewer to find out which metahuman is using this binding asset. You'll see we have only one metahuman in our project, which is this one. Let's open this up, and you will find that the mustache is not using any asset. Here is using a binding asset. The eyebrows is using the binding asset. The eyelashes are not using. You can see the eyelashes are actually not attached. Actually, you can use this as cards, and that should work. Or you can actually attach the eyelashes to the parent socket over here, and that should work. Alright, and the beard also, we do not have anything over here. Okay, so for the hair, what you can do is you can remove the binding asset. Just reset this, copy this, and we're going to set the parent socket over here to this one right here. There you go. And same we will do for the eyebrows. We will copy this, we'll reset this to none, and this one we will set to this one right here. And I guess that is it. We do not have any other binding asset. So here is done, eyebrows is done, and the mustache as well. So I think this also, let me set this up. There you go. And after this, hit compile and save. I think this should be good to go. Alright, so also one thing I want to mention, inside the PC sandbox, which you can find here in the blueprint class, in the blueprints. Now this is a player controller, and if you have a custom character like me, like the Wukong character, and you want this button, which is N key, which will actually swap the characters. So click on this character array, and over here click on add the element, and here you can add your custom character. Like I added Wukong character over here, just like that. I'm just going to delete. Yep. Also, before building, what you can do is go to the project settings and go to Android over here. Make sure you set the package game data inside APK, set this to true, otherwise it will create a separate OBB file, which is a game data file. It will be separate than the APK, but this, what it will do is combine both of them into the APK. One more thing that I would like to mention, go to the permissions, and sometimes few devices ask for the storage permissions. So for that, I make sure to actually add the storage permission right over here. So we have the permission called as android.permission.read external storage, and click on insert again. And another one is write external storage. So these are the permissions commands that is added into the Android manifest file later on. Okay, so I think that is done, and I just refresh and package the project. I'll select this folder. Until this package is done, what we can explore is we can go back over here. How is the controls set up for the Android? So if I go back to the project settings again once more, if I go to input and scroll down, or search for mobile or joystick, I suppose. Yep, this one right here, default touch interface. So the game animation sample project comes up with this mobile controls. If you search for it, you will find it right over here in the content input. If I open this up, you will find they have added all the controls over here. So for jumping, for crouching, and everything has been already done, set up over here. So these are the controls that you will see on the mobile device, right? So if you go to the input, you'll find these are the input actions over here, and you'll find this is the touch interface setup, which is this file. So if you click on any of the component, you'll find the run is actually treated as a button, and from the center of the screen where it is situated with these dimensions, what is the size of the button and what is the input key, what that button does is actually mentioned over here. Alright, so if you want to add something, you can quickly add the control, something like this, and I'm going to treat it as a button. So let me take any texture, for example, let's take this one right here. Alright, and from the center, I'm just going to copy the run one. So from this and this, so this is the Y. I'm going to add, or actually, yeah, okay, I'm going to add 50 from Y, and the size is set to 90 and 90. I'm just going to set this to like 80 and 80. I'm going to use this for attacking in the Wukong. So 80, and this also I'll set it to same. Right, something like this. And the input, main input key is the left mouse key, the left mouse button. And yeah, that is it. It will be linked with your input action, and then you will be able to use this button as the input inside the mobile device. And I just have to save this, go to the output log and see. It will be almost done, and this time you will not get any errors. Okay, so the build is successful. You can find it in the output log that the build is successful. It took me around 4 minutes, and this is the package name, and this is where it is saved. So we'll install this on our Android device. So I will just open this up, folders, and here it is. What you need to do is, you have the ARM64 build processor. I'm just going to install this using the bat file and connect your Android device and make sure the USB debugging and the ADB devices is turned on. And it's gonna take a while because you will find the APK size is around 700 megabytes over here. Alright, so the app has been installed. I'm gonna use SCRCPY. This is the screen mirroring software that you can find on GitHub, which is open source. So you just connect the USB device and boom, you have the screen of the phone on PC. Okay, so the app is the GASP underscore updated. I just open this up and there you go. We have the app over here. Let me just close this and open it up once again so that it will open up in the landscape mode. There you go. Well, it looks a lot more crisp on my phone itself rather than this one over here, because this is doing the screencasting. Alright, so let's try to control. So we have the camera control over here, we have the movement control over here, and we also have the audio running on my phone. Alright, so that is actually really smooth. We also have the attack button right over there at the top. Alright, so we can sprint while holding this button over here. We can jump like this. We can crouch. So yeah, all the features which was there in the PC version, it is over here in the Android. So yeah, and it actually is running pretty smooth. It is close to 60 FPS, I can say. So yeah, it has, the assets have been optimized and it is running really nice. Let's see if we can complete this obstacle course. There you go. Amazing. So yeah, we can also switch the camera right over here. Alright, let's see all the characters. We have also added the Wukong character over here. So the Echo character is also working. Let's see the meta human as well. Yeah, you can just then now use an optimized environment in the background and you have the game itself. So let's see the meta human over here. Alright, I don't think the binding is actually working. I can see the hair is a bit of an offset. I will find a solution for the binding asset. When I have found the solution, I'll post it on Discord. Alright, let's see the Wukong character. You can see everything is looking amazing. You can switch the camera as well. Let's try to run. Alright, so yeah, let's try to attack. Yep, it is working fine. Unfortunately, the materials which I was using for the attack trails is actually not supported in Android, or because we are in low graphics mode, it is not working. But yeah, we can optimize that and it will be working with this as well. So yeah, this is pretty amazing. We can just do all things that we can do on PC right over here in a build Android application, and it is running in higher frames as well. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Let me know what other tutorials would you like me to create on this channel. I'm really excited to cover the new game animation sample project and the features of Unreal 5.5 on Android. So stay tuned for more.